Well, Luke, conditions obviously brutal today and clearly had an impact on your team's performance, the result perhaps, but how would you assess that game today?
Yeah, the conditions were difficult, but I didn't think that we were smart enough to play to those. We didn't make good, simple decisions, which ended up that we turned over the ball too much. And in the end, you have to give credit to Solomon Kings. They were fantastic and they deserve their win.
I know as a coach you probably don't think like this, but a lot of people, certainly talking, Auckland FC, can they go through, unbeaten with the start that you had, scoring lots of goals, hardly conceding? I mean, is this in a way a bit of not a wake-up call, but just a reality check of how difficult it can be with some of the conditions that you can expect in the Pacific Islands when you're travelling?
It was never in my mind about being undefeated. It's just every game you want to be the best you can be, and we weren't that today. But certainly a massive learning experience for our boys. I think for many of them, some of the older boys like Reid have experienced these conditions, but a lot of the boys haven't, and hopefully a massive learning experience for them.
Over to the media, Isaac.
Coach Luke, Isaac from NBC, PNG. Despite the loss, the team kind of fought back in the second half. A good performance after that goal, saw the momentum shift. What can you take out of this game to the next round?
There has to be a lot of learnings. For me, there's not loads of positives. Yeah, we pushed towards the end and maybe had a couple of chances, but they were 3-0 up, and they weren't. It's always different when you're 3-0 up. You're not working with the same intensity and focus that you are when it's 0-0. So. Look, we'll review the game as we always do. The process won't change, but absolutely there's plenty to learn, and the number one thing is our ability to keep the ball.
All right, I believe this is the last game for Auckland in Port Moresby, round 2. You're looking forward to round 3 in Melbourne?
I certainly am now. After that, I can't wait for the next game. The beautiful thing about football is you get an opportunity pretty quickly to rectify the performance, and we go again. But the third round, we've got 3 really difficult games. First up, South Melbourne, so it won't be easy.
Enjoy the stay here in Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, everyone here has been fantastic. The staff at the hotel have been so nice to us, and really, really pleased. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Charles from NBC also. That's to the captain. Your coach said, it was very humid here and the condition was difficult for you as a player on the field. Do you think that the weather played a part in the loss today?
Yeah, I mean, the weather is going to be the same for both teams. We're both out there on the same pitch, but of course we're not maybe used to the temperature being that high. But after a loss, that's always the first excuse people are going to go to, and we don't do excuses. So at the end of the day, I don't think we were good enough today for the 90 minutes. And the weather, it's hard, but it's hard for both teams as well. I'm sure they were feeling the heat. So we're very disappointed